By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Get off the field. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
70, Indy.
Watch the curve.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Get it.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Gets past one man. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, that's ThatBoiiKT complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Hurry. Ready.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No. Hatchet.
Hey, Sam off.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch your slap.
Bravo. Snap.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. You saw the end result.
On first down, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Eckler. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Matthews, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Smooth.
55.
Yep.
The mic, 149. Coming.
5.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert looking here for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They're running, man. Showing up, showing up.
Hey, Delta. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Box truck.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Get ready. Get ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Quick dance. Come. Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-4. Watch the cross.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
22 jet bomber.
Let's put that team on a push.
Fire.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Throwing again. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Gurley again here on first down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That one complete to Hill. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of them.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Go.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We got to get the ball, D.
80 weapons.
Watch the edge. Mike,
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And 2 soft. 61. Max Fox. White.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. from the gun. Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
56. I got you. I got you. Play 56.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get that ball. SOS.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
Once more, here's Eckler. He's still fighting forward. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
They'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And some room to run now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Zoo.
56 a month.
Ready?
Second and 6. Going right side here, and that's complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On the ground, it's Eckler. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, that's what I do.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He's got some inside the 40 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.